Hi guys, welcome back to Bougie Doll Life. My name is Katrina and today we're going to make another fall inspired outfit. And for this outfit, I already have my pattern. I created this pattern because this pattern works for me, for my curvy dolls. You might want to size down by half if you're doing it for a classic Barbie. But for me, I have mostly curvy dolls, so that's why I make my outfits more to their size. So for the shirt, I measured the shirt 9.5 inches wide from the sleeve. This is going to be a long sleeve shirt, so from sleeve to sleeve it's going to be 9.5 inches, and the width of the sleeve on the wrist part is going to be 1.5 inches. Under the armpit it's going to be 3 inches on each side, and the side of the shirt is 2.5 inches, and the bottom of the shirt is 3 inches. So we're going to go ahead and go on the fabric. Now I'm going to trace this pattern onto the fabric. I'm just going to go a little under the fabric right there and press down, and then I'm going to take my marker and mark around the fabric. And this pattern is allowing seam allowance because we do need seam allowance to sew the sides of this shirt. All right, so once I'm done with that, then I'm going to go ahead and cut the pattern out. Okay, so now that we have the shirt pattern cut out, we're gonna fold it in half. And in the corner right here, we're gonna cut a triangular piece out to make the neck hole. All right, so once that's cut, you can open it up. And I'm going to neaten mine up a little bit. Now we have the neck part cut, so now we can open up the pattern. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hem all the sides. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fold each side over like that, and here and on the other side, and I'm gonna sew across each side. Okay guys, so I hemmed all the sides of the shirt, and you guys can see that I hemmed every single side. And on the inside I put a little bit of hot glue just to hem out the neck part. So I just put a little bit of hot glue and just folded back the little pieces of fabric. So what I'm gonna do now, with the raw side still facing out, I'm gonna go ahead and flip the shirt to where it's forming the shape of it. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and sew along the two sides of the shirt with my needle and thread. Okay, so now I have my shirt sewn all the way around the corner. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna cut a little slit on the side that I don't like the most, which is this side. And then I'm gonna go ahead and cut a little slit for Velcro so we can open and close the shirt. So now I'm gonna flip the shirt on the good side. All right, so now we have the shirt flipped on the good side. We're gonna go ahead and try it on the doll. Okay, so now that the shirt is on the doll, we're gonna have to put the Velcro onto the back of the doll. So I have some Velcro over here. This Velcro that I got from Amazon. I did link it in the description box in my last video. If you haven't checked that video out, I'll put it in the description box down below, or I'll still link this in the description box of this video. So let's go ahead. I'm just gonna cut the Velcro to the length of the shirt. So I have my two Velcros. I measure it even by like putting the actual Velcro piece together. I'm going to take one side and take the adhesive off and place it on the front end of one side of the opening. Then on the opposite side, we're gonna place the other Velcro on the inside of the shirt so it can close up. All right, so once we have our Velcro on, we're gonna go ahead and Velcro the shirt closed. And there we have our top for our outfit. So now we're gonna make the dress to go on top of the shirt. So for the dress, we're going to be using this leopard square of fabric I got from Michael's this weekend. I did get a couple things from Michael's, like little fabrics to make for the whole month of October, because I'm very excited, and I got something for Halloween, but that's gonna be in the next few weeks to show you guys a Halloween outfit. So for the dress today, I'm using this leopard print or cheetah print, whichever one you want to call it. And I'm gonna go ahead and open it. It comes like this. You open it up and there's like a little cardboard in the middle. And the fabric, the print is just on one side. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to measure down about 5 inches from the top. And then I'm just gonna cut a strip all the way across the fabric. Then I'm gonna take my good scissors and cut straight across the fabric. It doesn't have to be neat, but try to get it as straight as possible, but just cut straight across. So now that we have our strip of fabric, now we're going to go ahead and test it on the doll to see how far it goes around the doll. So I'm gonna place my doll right here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and with the good side right here, well actually, so what we're gonna do with the raw side facing up, we're gonna line up the fabric with the bust part of the doll, and we're gonna go around the doll, and then we're gonna match up the fabric with each other. And then with my marker, I'm going to mark where I should cut the fabric to sew here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut the rest of this fabric off the doll. So I'm just gonna go ahead and sew straight up. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and hem both sides of the dress on both sides like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and sew across this side and then sew across this side. Okay guys, so I hemmed the top and the bottom of the dress. Now I'm just sewing down that line that I made for it to fit to the doll, and I'm just following the line I drew. The line is on the opposite side of the camera, but I'm just stitching. I'm gonna double stitch it, so I'm gonna stitch it going down and then back up, and then I'm gonna go ahead and cut that piece of fabric off. So I'm gonna continue to sew going back the opposite way, going up, because I already sewed down, so now I'm sewing up. Okay, so now we're gonna take the dress off the doll and flip it to the good side, and then we're gonna slide it on the doll. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the back piece and make it to where it fits the doll, but with space for some Velcro. So I'm gonna go ahead and put Velcro right here and Velcro on the outside, and go ahead and Velcro the dress together before I cut the extra fabric off. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm just gonna cut this little piece of fabric that's hanging off. Okay, so now we have the form of our dress. So now, while the dress is on the doll, we're gonna flip it to the raw side. Okay, and just to let you guys know, I did have to go back and sew down this Velcro because the Velcro doesn't stick to this type of fabric, just so you guys know, so it won't come off when you guys try to take the dress off of your doll. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip the dress back to the raw side, and I'm gonna go ahead and try it on the doll so we can mark the inside to make it more fitted to the doll. All right, so I have the dress on my doll, and just below the bust area, I'm gonna go ahead and draw a line going to here, and then I'm gonna draw a line on the opposite side going the opposite way. And where I drew the lines, I'm gonna fold it in half, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just draw a small curve on the inside, connecting to both sides of the lines. And then I'm gonna do that to the other side. So I'm gonna go ahead and sew these two sides, and then we're gonna go ahead and try it back on our doll. Okay, so now that I sewed the two sides of the dress and I cut off the extra fabric on the sides, I'm gonna go ahead and try the dress back on the doll. So I flipped the dress on the right side, and now you see the dress is fitting the doll more to her body. So now we're gonna make straps for the dress. So to make the straps for the dress, I'm going to take this leftover piece of fabric that I have, and I'm going to flip this side over and hot glue it just like that. And then I'm going to do the same to another side. This little white part, I'm pretty much folding it over and gonna hot glue it just like that. So after hot gluing it, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut straight down the strap of the fabric. Okay, so now it's time to mark where we want the straps to be. So with my marker, I'm going to mark on the inside of the dress where I want the strap to be. Alright, so I sewed the front straps where I marked it, and now we're going to turn the doll to the back, and then we're going to take the straps and then mark where we want the straps in the back of the dress. Okay guys, so I sewed the straps to the back of the dress. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put the dress on the doll and close it, and you guys will see how the dress looks on the doll. Alright guys, so this is the final look for this fall outfit I made for my doll. I think it's absolutely adorable. And follow me on Instagram if you want to see pictures of my doll in this outfit. And if you guys want to make this reading nook that she's in, I'll link that video of how I made this in the description box down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.